Today with me I have
John Perdue with Modesta North America.
I want to call you John Paul.
I've never
All right, so you just got Modesta Ceramic Coating put on your car. Congratulations, you now have one of the world's finest coatings on your vehicle, but you may have a few questions on how to maintain it and keep it looking good. Today I'm here with John Perdue of Modesta, and we're going to talk about how to keep your car maintained, how to wash it, and some products that you can use to keep it looking good for a very, very long time.
So what we'll go through after the wash process, and everybody has to understand, doesn't matter what coating you have, maintenance is absolute key. I don't care what any brands say out there, like never wash your car again. Don't believe it.
It's not a force field.
Yeah, it's not. It's, you know, you posted it in your last video where you explained it that your coated side with the G-Tech, how much cleaner it stayed, and you can see it and how much easier it is to maintain.
Yeah.
People forget coatings aren't bulletproof, right? If you want something, I'd say closest to bulletproof, put PPF on your car.
Right.
But there's a conjunction where both work, but with coatings, you have to maintain them. So that means you still need to wash your vehicle. And every company respectively has their own products to maintain it. So follow their protocol accordingly. With ours, we've developed products that work with our coating to clean the structure and to aid with like chemical resistance down the road, especially what you see on this Bentley. How much, I don't know what Chicago uses, brine juice, salt, everything.
Yeah.
You want to maintain it, sterilize this coating, basically get it as clean as you can so you get your optimal performance for the years to come and your money doesn't fall short on it.
So we're gonna wash this Bentley behind us. I have a wash video that if you wanna learn how to properly wash a car, that you can click there and watch that whole video. But otherwise, we're gonna go through the specific maintenance products that come along with Modesta. Now this is coated 1 year ago.
Yep.
So the customer properly washes their car. Every 6 months or to a year, we recommend doing a coating maintenance.
Okay.
And that's gonna remove all the stuck-on particles that don't come off with normal washing.
Yeah.
You know, you got brake dust, you got sap, and you got tar, you got other things that will actually stick and adhere to the paint.
You still need a good detailer. If you're not capable, like everybody is here, of washing and maintaining a car, do go back to your professional, have them do a proper maintenance on it. Now, with Modesta maintenance products specifically, these should be used periodically either by the shop installing the coating or the actual client.
So you can get all these products. I'm gonna link them in the description below. So we're gonna show you what we do here every year for a Modesta car maintenance, so you can do it in your driveway or at your home if you'd like to do it yourself. Let's get started.
Awesome.
The first step to this process is just a proper hand wash. And again, down in the description below, I have a link to a video that'll teach you how to properly wash your car with minimizing the risk of inducing damage. The coating's working. So we washed it. The coating looks actually really good. What do we do now?
So once you've gotten to the point of when you watch Jason's other video of how to wash your car, you go through the process. The car is wet now, right? So typically this is where we go through our drying process and then go through your final touch-ups and you're done. This is where Modesta maintenance comes into play. Now, to explain our product, they're very easy to use. A lot of people have misconceptions. They're like, it's gonna add, you know, another 20, 30 minutes in my wash. Realistically, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes if you're effective. You know, I'd say is the 5, 10 if you're a little slower like me. The way the products work are actually really unique. So to kind of go through our line, M stands for maintenance. There's nothing crazy about it. All of our acronyms are actually easy. BC means body coating. EPC means exterior plastic coating, BC, LPS, leather protection system. M just stands for maintenance. So M2 is our quick detailer spray. Now, this is not a hydrophobic quick detailer. This has, its primary ingredients are organic, but it does have some inorganic properties in it, which you kind of need in a lot of products these days. Yeah. M4 is a conditioner. This product is my favorite way to explain it, and let's just talk about your beard, right? So you're gonna get in the shower, you're gonna rinse out your beer with water, just like we did this, shampoo, lather it, rinse it out. The next step is you can put conditioner in it, right? What's the purpose of conditioner?
To keep it soft.
Keep it soft, but it also cleans the structure of your roots, the nutrients and everything in it. Same concept in this. It's not gonna put nutrients back into your hair where you need like certain vitamins in it, but it's gonna clean the physical structure of the coating. Okay. Now, in reality, if somebody maintains their car perfectly, I'm assuming this guy has not used maintenance products.
No.
All right. So this is proof in the pudding. If you maintain it properly, you don't necessarily need the conditioner, but same thing with oil changes. Why do you change your oil? Preventive maintenance, right? That's the key behind a lot of people in the industry miss that link. Preventive maintenance towards something you have. So this is preventive maintenance. No matter if the water behavior looks perfect, you still want to use this product. It ensures that it is clean because maybe in 3 more years, it builds up, the surface becomes inhibited by filth, debris. It's gonna make it better to maintain longevity. This one, plain and simple, I call it an insurance policy. And the reason I say that, I tell customers always to keep one in their car. I have a lot of customers, maybe a guy with a Bentley, he has golf clubs in it. Summertime, he's gonna go to the golf course, water sprinkler hammers the car. You know this better than most people with water spotting. There's a limited time you can get them out before they're screwed. I don't care how good people say their water spot products are, they're not gonna stop a water spot 2 weeks later. So this is a short-term water spot issue. So say if this guy well maintains his car, the chances of water spotting, it's far less likely. Now, if he's not maintaining it with M2, this is the important product for water spotting. It's gonna allow it to kind of eat that sodium and calcium. Now, right now, this car might get water spotted if you park it out in the summer heat. If it had M2, it has less of a chance for it to actually start to eat and etch the coating. But so this is an insurance policy. Basically, if you have it in a day or two, go wash your car, use it as a first resort. This is a more aggressive version of this. So if it's out there for a few more days and it really bakes in, like the summer heat, say humidity here is probably 80% in the summer and it's 90 to 100 degrees, this would be your last resort. Now, if somebody lets it go by the wayside for weeks or months, I hate to say there's nothing that's gonna stop water spotting. It's really a limited audience of products that can do it without compromising the coating or damaging it, and your next choice is abrasion. So we're straightforward with that.
So we got M2, which is a maintenance spray.
Yep.
Should we be using this after every single wash?
I would recommend it, and it depends on the customer because every customer is a little bit different in their usage of their vehicle, how it's driven and how it's cared for.
Right.
I'm lazy with my own personal car coated with Modesta. I do a Modesta maintenance wash right now about every month, month and a half.
Okay.
I wash it, and I'll say really poorly in my driveway every 2 weeks. The coating's working great, but when I do my Modesta maintenance, I do have to be very vigilant with how I use these and doing it the right way to make sure the coating isn't affected or it is properly cared for. Okay. If you're doing it on a regular basis, your usage amount could be reduced quite a bit. So on an average wash, if you do it every week, you could get away with a little bit.
So a little bit goes a long way.
It does. Now, if in the case we don't know what this is, we're gonna do this 2 different ways. I'm gonna show you what considered the right way and then the lazy way, which is how I actually do it, which is bad to say. You can use quite a bit of this product.
Okay.
Obviously, people can't gauge an interest of how to use this product because they're spraying it on a wet car, right? When you use a quick detailer spray, you're able to control it a little bit better, so your usage is always less in there. Maybe their first time maintaining it, I've had customers waste a whole bottle because they didn't know how to use it the right way. So we'll go through those step by step of how different ways to use it and why it's used.
Okay.
Now, after the car's been washed, the obvious step right now, it's wet, you would think we dry it. This is where Modesta maintenance comes into play. The conditioner goes on the paint, so
let's review real quick. Yeah. So if you're just washing your car regularly, you just got it coated, and you're not doing a yearly maintenance, you're just gonna wash it, and then you're gonna use M2 Modesta Blast spray to dry it.
Now, I'll explain the 2 ways they work. Yes, a drying agent, or they can dry their car and use it as a normal quick detailer. Either way works fine.
So that's one way.
Yep.
Second way
is, well, it's 1 or 2 with those. This has multiple ways to use it. This is the one with 2 ways you can use it right now.
Okay.
But the one thing I'll tell people key is this product has direct effect to your water behavior is the best way to remember it. This has everything to do with it protecting it with that extra chemical resistance, right? Coatings aren't bulletproof. They're not the best their chemical resistance compared to your sealant and waxes. They're not bulletproof. This is gonna aid with certain things that coatings maybe can't, which is water spotting. So, the two ways to do it, the lazy method, which is my way, and I hate to say it that way, is I'm gonna typically spray it onto the panel, and I use an excessive amount. This is how lazy I am. One thing you notice, it kind of flattens out the water behavior, right?
Yep.
Now you don't need to rinse it yet, leave it be.
Okay. I wanna rinse it.
Yeah, in this temperature, in this controlled environment, it's not gonna be an issue. If you're washing outside in direct sunlight, do move at a little bit of a faster speed. The second way is actually the proper way. So there's a unique component in it that actually works better when it's agitated. So the reason there's silica oil in it, it has some reaction to it, but it's actually to create lubrication behind it, right? Okay. You don't want to take a wash mitt or a microfiber and just start wiping a car with just water. You will mar it eventually. Yeah. Especially, I'm assuming this is jet black Bentley. Yep. It's a delicate surface. You don't want to take that chance. So I'm gonna grab a wash mitt.
A new one, new dry mitt?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Just because it hasn't been contaminated, it hasn't been washed, right? I'll prime it a little bit. Now, the other method you could do is, I'll show you on the door, you can do less product usage, right? And the choice is to agitate it. So that means you're gonna spread it. The one thing you notice, just like over there, it flattens the water behavior. This method is better for consuming products. You can still agitate it on that degree. I kind of do this hybrid of both where I'm just lazy and I walk over the car. I want to quickly spray everything. I'll fully soak everything, then I'll go back and agitate it. This product can sit on the car for a few moments, so it's not an urgency to rinse it off. Now, the only time I'd say it would be is if you're washing your car outside in direct sunlight. I always discourage that anyways, just because of the potential if you don't know what's in your water, things like that. And honestly, washing your car outside, you pick up contamination, you damage your paint. So this one can just be sprayed. And like I said, I brought a couple so you can sew it. You see what it does to the water behavior, like how it kind of flattens it. So
spray the whole thing down?
Yep, just go ahead and spray it down. And we're gonna use way more product than we normally would. And the one thing I do wanna make clear is even if an area of the water behavior was weak, sometimes you'll use this, you'll rinse it off, and you'll notice that nothing happens, right? You have to redo it again because it's starting to break up more and more contamination.
Okay.
A lot of kind of flack we get from people is, oh, this is like a sealant product, like it's hydrophobic, right? I've heard that from a lot of consumers. They're like, oh, it's like a wet coat product or something like that.
Right, right.
I don't know if you've ran into those situations yet where you've gotten a car and the water behavior is a little weak on the lower panel. Maybe you've missed an M4 on it, agitate it, rinse it, and it's not coming back that great. Do it a second time, see what happens. That's kind of our proof and concept of it actually is breaking up the debris to get to the actual surface of the coating to perform better. Your impact area is gonna be the ones that show it the most, usually like, you know, your wheel down back and your back bumper area. But you can see the unique part, like when it hits the surface, how it just kind of kills that water behavior. It looks like it's ironed out. So once you've sprayed it, we can agitate it real quickly. Give it a light agitate, and you're literally just gonna spread it. That's it.
All right.
So it's still slick enough that it has lubrication. Almost kind of looks like you're actually drying the car.
Right. I don't have to rinse this or anything because we've already washed.
You'll rinse it right after this is done.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, easy enough. Spray it on there, rinse it off, agitate it if you'd like to.
Yep. So once you get to that point, you rinse everything back off. We're back to where we were kind of originally. Now you go into your drying options, right? There's too many ways to dry your car. You can sheet the water, get everything as you can off, use the M2 as a leftover like kind of drying agent. You could dry it at this degree. I hate drying cars when it's this wet.
Right.
I'll typically blow off as much as I can, then I'll just mist M2 on it and then get my drying towel and use that as a drying agent. And that really kind of wraps up how easy Modesta maintenance really is.
Okay, let's grab the blower and blow it on.
Cool. Are these wheels coated in Modesta? let's do the maintenance on that. That's a key part a lot of people forget. So I'll explain it in simple terms. Anything that says BC on it gets the same exact protocol.
Okay.
So this wheel actually, whoever has the video, I want to show this because you can see the water behavior is a little, it's okay, but it's not like super strong. You can see it's a little bit slower, it's inhibited. So with the maintenance product, I'm gonna use more on it just so we don't have to do it twice. Let it agitate, we'll do the front one too. And we didn't agitate this one, but we're gonna rinse it. The water behavior, it starts to clean the wheel. This wheel wasn't that bad compared to some that I've seen. So usage of this, of M2 is actually really easy. You don't want to use too much of this product, right? Okay. Because you're removing most of it. People that saturate quick detailers, unless you're waterless washing a car, it serves no purpose. You're spreading the product evenly. On a bigger hood like this on a Bentley, let me get it started. 1, 2, 3. That's really all you need. Okay. And then you'll just use it as your drying agent and spread it through. So even for the fender. And what I'll typically do, one of the process I have is I like a little bit more efficiency. So what I'll do is I'll hit all my doors like this, because then I can just go through and dry everything, right?
Got it.
So for me, I always look at things, how can I do it
a little bit faster?
Yeah, faster, because of efficiency. So this process works for the person that wants to be quality work, efficient, and whatever.
Yep.
There are gonna be guys that are a little bit more like they take their time washing the car where they're gonna wanna air dry everything. And in that case, you're gonna spray pretty much the same amount of M2, use your 2 different towels, and just like any other quick detailer, spray it on, wipe it off. Okay. And pretty much that's it.
That's it.
And that really, and in all honesty, that really applies to your regular maintenance washes, your monthly or quarterly or yearly washes. Really follows this protocol verbatim. We do understand not everybody's gonna use every product, every single wash. That's why it's like, when you can,
when you have time for it.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes, like even when I get home, I have 20 minutes before I have to go take my dog out. I'm just gonna quickly wash it, be done with it. When I have the time, it's really important to do these things, to maintain it, because we want our cars to look right, so maintaining it with the right products per that company's recommendation is really the best way to do things.
All right, quick review of what we just did here. If you want to maintain your coating and keep it good for a long time, that's the key to it, is right? Just maintenance, doing it.
Regardless of any products, it's always maintenance is the key for it. Same reason your engine is gonna run forever is your maintenance. You don't change your oil, catastrophic things will happen. If you don't maintain your paint, catastrophic things will happen to it. So behind any product, if they say you don't have to do maintenance, don't buy it.
Right.
You know, follow the instructions through it. All of our installers should be giving you a cue card we give with the maintenance product that explain the products. We'll have this video up here, obviously. This is gonna be a key point for everybody to see. We'll link it on Modesta, but there's so many ways to wash your car, you know, so just follow their wash method. The maintenance product, like I said, it adds maybe, what, 5-10 minutes into it realistically.
It was really super easy. So these are the step-by-step instructions that you need to maintain your car. Again, we'll put them in the link below. We'll put all the maintenance products there that you can get yourself, do it yourself at home. Otherwise, bring it to your local detailer, your Modesta installer, and have them do the maintenance for you.
Yeah, as simple as that. All right, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.